Hi, I'm Julia Cordova, and I thought I would do a quick video about oil and then talk just a little bit about gold, silver, and miners. It has been a crazy couple of days. I'm just going to give myself a little pat on the shoulder for having Michael Listman on Sunday to talk about the VIX. I learned a lot, and I've used some of what I learned already this week, and it helped me to stay in a VIX trade, actually. And I've been pretty happy about that so far. So let's talk about oil and what it's doing and what it's not doing and maybe why. No, we're not going to talk about why. I don't know why. Why do people even ask me why things? I don't know why. I don't know why things happen. I can tell you what I think, but it might not be right. Okay, let's see. And okay, we're going to start out by looking at my oil weekly chart. Oh boy, let's zoom out. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Okay, so oil used to be well over $100 here. And then look at this downtrend. I mean, I think it would have been hard not to make money on that downtrend. But anyway, you can see that over time, this pink line has acted as support. But I've sort of used this big line, 52.15, as my, I don't know, it's just the biggest line on my whole oil chart. Like, it's not a key line right now, but it's just my biggest line. And it might actually be a key line soon, but it's not right now. So, earlier today, when oil was at about 49.05 or so, miraculously, the gift line of price / caution, by the way, lined up with the RSI support. It is below RSI support right now. However, it is right smack above what is an intersection of two trend lines here, 47.96. What is the low of today? 47.97 so far? What? Y'all stop telling me I have too many lines on my chart. Look at that. You know what? It's like, have you ever seen those pictures that you have to like stare, you can't focus on them, you have to just sort of stare past them, and then all of a sudden you start seeing like 3D images of like birds and turtles and stuff? That's what my charts are. You have to stare past all the lines. I don't know why I have so many lines. I like them. Anyway, look what they did. Look what they did so far. So far. We don't know. It could go lower. It's very possible. It's definitely possible. Look at that. It's probable, actually. Anyway, that's my weekly. Now, I wanted to also point out that, it's also possible that there's this like a head and shoulders shape in the pink here, and the pink line would sort of be the neckline there. But a head and shoulders is typically a topping pattern, and not that I'm the most technical technician in the world, but what is it topping from? 26? That seems odd. That seems like, I think of a head and shoulders as like having like a body underneath it, and this seems like it gets cut off like at the sternum or something. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but I drew it in anyway because it's possible. It's possible. So let's see here. Let's go and look at the 4-hour chart and see if we can make heads or tails out of this. By the way, right now, so far, this does not look bullish. It does not. I have been bullish pretty consistently for a while, and yeah, no, if it gets much below where it is now, it's just not bullish anymore. I'm not saying it couldn't turn around. There couldn't be like all sorts of things to happen, but it needs to happen very soon if something is going to happen. Very soon. Okay, let's go and look at the 4-hour. Oh boy. Now, I haven't traded oil very much recently because it hasn't been doing things that I like. And that is because I have a bullish bias. I look for bullish things. It hasn't been doing any. What? Huh, that's weird. No, we caught extremely nice McSqueezy here. I did say on Twitter, I said, if it gets much above here, it's gonna McSqueeze, and I think it was somewhere around here. But it did continue up, and in fact it went kind of straight up and nailed my key line here. And the problem with that happening though was that it breached the key line, which was awesome, but then it unbreached the key line, which was not awesome. Not awesome at all for bulls, because you can see that this key line is actually key. It's very important. It really needs to get up above that key line and hold it. You can see so many times it's just nope, and then it just didn't. So, oh boy, is this key line important. And this key line now, it keeps getting lower, but right now, just if it were to, if some miracle were to happen, it's already at like high 52s. So, anyway, what I was waiting for is I was waiting for price to get to this RSI support line, because I was hoping that it would have lined up with 48.33. Actually, I was hoping it would line up before that, but it hasn't, and it's still got lots of room to get ugly. Lots of room. So I hope it doesn't at this point, actually. I hope it messes around a little bit here, and then I have another chance to catch this line, because I don't have any price support here. It's like when you're on an airplane and it hits a bump and you're like, your stomach goes into your throat and it's like turbulence. It's like that right now. I don't trust it at all. I don't trust it at all. But it is still above the weekly price point at this time, barely. And we'll just have to see. I mean, the important part is where it closes, not necessarily where it is now, but it does not look bullish at this time. So what if I were someone who liked to catch bottoms and something does not look bullish, but I think I saw an opportunity there? How would I play that? Would I go all in? No. No, I would not. I might scale in. I might just take a third of a trade and put it at where I believe, you know, if it happened to go to RSI support without price support, I would put a third of the trade on, because I mean, it can go underneath price support and come back up. So I might play it that way. I might do it. I might watch it tonight and do it. For some reason, and I don't know why I think this, I don't necessarily think that it will go much lower tonight. I don't know why I think that, though. I wish I could say why. Maybe I'm super wrong. Maybe. I don't know. But I just don't think it will. I don't know why I think that. I think it'll try to hold, at least until tomorrow. Probably, yeah, I think so. I don't know why. I shouldn't publish this video because I'm saying things like, and I don't know why, but it's just a gut feeling, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, there is a gap that was left from the weekend, so that is actually positive, because even though gaps do not have to fill, it would be nice to see it fill even before it goes more down, if it goes more down, because that would give me more confidence in it going straight down and not coming back up. But right now it does not look bullish at all. And you know, I talk about camel farts. Oh, let me explain camel farts. So that is that when price gets to a certain level, and if I think it can't come back from that level, like for a while, like if it's got a lot of dead space right after that level, like here, you know, whenever it gets to one of those, I don't know what happens. There's like rockets. There's like something oily that happens. OPEC. There's something oily that happens that causes it to go up. It's bizarre, and I'm not saying I can predict the news, but it just always seems to happen that way. So that's it. Let's see here. Oh, see, it's right at that weekly. What was that weekly value? 47.96. It's at 47.98 right now. Woo! Let's talk about gold and silver, and then we'll go back. Maybe I'm super wrong and it just keeps dropping. All right, gold. I can't even count the number of times that people have said to me, why is gold going down? Because it's an open market and because nothing just goes straight up. That's why. I don't know why. I mean, I guess that's why. See, my whys are not that great. I'm more like the technical person. Okay, so anyway, in my very first video that I did that explained this, I talked about this little pattern here, this W, and then I talked about this pattern, and right here, it had just bounced off of this line, and price was right about right here, and I said, why are you trying to be safe? And I said, if you wanted to be safe, though, above this line here, and then you can see above this line, it just went whoop, very similar to what happened here. Whoop. That's good. Anyway, what it's doing right now is actually very bullish. I don't know, like people are freaking out. Calm down, buttercups. It's fine. It's fine. Look what's happening. It's just going whoop, 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 whoop. And in fact, it looks like it's doing some kind of weird, I don't want to say it on, it looks like it's doing, as I said, weird pattern there. I can't say it out loud. Okay, it's just, it's going between the support and resistance in a phallic way. Oh my God, they're gonna get me off YouTube, y'all. I better behave myself. No, it looks, it's kind of doing a flaggy, curvy thing. I don't know. It does not look, does that look bearish? No. No. But again, if I were a weirdo, oh, look at that. I'm showing off my lines. But if I were a weirdo trying to short it, I wouldn't. But if you did want to, I wouldn't. But if you did want to, because it's possible that it goes straight down, again, I would scale in very carefully. It does not look bearish at this time. I would not. Just like exercises, caution is warranted in oil long, caution is warranted in gold short. No. Okay, let's talk about silver. Oh, okay. This is actually kind of cool. So remember we talked about this head and shoulders thing. Yeah, no, it's just retesting. Is that the key line? I believe it is. Where's my key? Yeah, there's my key. Look at that. It's retesting that. So, yeah, not bearish. Actually, it looks like a good buy opportunity to me. It looks like all of these curvy things, the MAs, are pointed up. That's a good sign. Looks like it just got back above one of them. That's a good sign. Looks like it is above the key. That's a good sign. Looks like it held the key on closes. That's a good sign. And let's see here. The key right now for today, just so you know, is 17887. Yep. I mean, this doesn't look bearish to me at this time. Nope. I don't even think I would call it bearish until it was below this line, which is 17.60, and even then I wouldn't say it was bearish. Just like maybe it'll do 17 or so. Let's see. Well, yeah, whatever that is. Yeah, 17 or so. Okay. Ooh, now let's talk about miners. Remember we talked about this giant orange upside down inverse head and shoulders, and then I said, oh my gosh, it got above these two black lines. Well, right here I said, you know, if it sort of retests this neckline or gets above this neckline, that's a buy. It did that. That's good. That's good. But the problem is it got back below these two black lines, and these two black lines are very important for all of Earth. So I would say, you know, if you really were jonesing for miners, let's see here. Let's do something on the fly here. Let me just extend it. Okay. Oh, what did I do? Sorry about that. All right. Okay. Let's see where this is for tomorrow. Well, that's cute. Okay. So for tomorrow, the key values are, if it gets to 77.94, which is also the top of a previous gap, so that's like double support because previous gaps do tend to be supportish. It's also the neckline that I talked about. So I might take a stab at it if it gets to 77.94 tomorrow. The other thing I might do is if it gets above these black lines, then I think, okay, it's a false breakdown. But it's kind of tough so soon after breaking out to go right back down. It might just kind of for a while. But we'll see. I'm going to watch 77.94 tomorrow and see what's happening there. Might be another good opportunity to get back in the game. Or if it gets above. Either one. But I just don't like when it leaves gaps, especially at the beginning of something. If it's like in the middle of an upward thing and it leaves a gap, I'm like, woo, momentum. But if it's the beginning of an upward thing, I'm like, oh, yeah, no, I don't like that. Like, no. Come back down. Okay, anyway, that's what's going on with miners. So I hope that this video has been helpful. Oh, let's go back and check oil, see what it's doing. We'll look at the 4-hour chart. So it's still hanging out, still holding right now. Let's see if it can hold. It's 48.05 right now. Okay, thank you so much for joining me, and let's see what happens.